Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. Guess what today is? It's Friday Confab. Yay! Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad to see everybody. It is Friday, September the 5th. Crazy, huh? Yeah, September the 5th. The weather has cooled off quite a bit, but it's supposed to heat up again next week. I hope that you're all doing well and that if you have good weather where you live, that you're out and about and enjoying it. I just got back. About 30 minutes ago because I had some errands to run this morning, and then one of which was I had a book from the library that I ordered, so I wanted to get that. I was thinking the library opened at 9. It doesn't. It opens at 10. So I was like, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes early. So I just sat out in my car. I finished watching a video on YouTube that I started this morning, but I was busy and I didn't get to finish it. So I finished watching that. It was interesting. So then I went in and I got my book. Let me show you what I got. I had ordered, to be a small book, it's heavy. It's like over 800 pages in this book. This is called the Father Brown Omnibus by G.K. Chesterton. I don't know if any of you are familiar with his work or not. This particular book, the Omnibus, was published in 1951. So that's really old. Oh, got your coffee, got your tea, got your Coca-Cola. I got my coffee. I hadn't eaten yet this morning, and so I had my my breakfast this morning, since I'm doing my September challenge meal tracking. I've eaten 2 meals a day for several years now, but except sometimes on the weekends I vary. But for this challenge, I am eating 3 meals a day. So anyway, I hadn't eaten yet, so I had the same meal this morning for my breakfast meal that I have had for the previous 4 days. A lot of repetition going on in this plan, but it's okay. Anyway, I digress. Sorry. If you are familiar with G.K. Chesterton or Father Brown, a lot of you may have seen the series. There's Father Brown series, which is a take on the Father Brown, I think they call it Father Brown Mysteries, which takes place in the UK, I think after World War II. In the series it does. I think that the original Father Brown G.K. Chesterton stories take place prior to that. I don't know. I know that in the series, Father Brown often talks about being in the First World War as a young man. So, and in the series, he's not young, but so I just picked this up today. I'm looking forward to reading it. It has a series. Should have all of the Father Brown stories in it, and they're short stories. So this should have an omnibus. It's a compilation of everything. So they are. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of them in here. The absence of Mr. Glass. These are some of the titles. The Actor and the Alibi. You might recognize some of the titles if you've ever watched the Father Brown Mysteries on in some of the streaming services. The Blast of the Book, The Blue Cross, The Chief Mourner in Marne, The Crime of the Communist, The Curse of the Golden Cross. So a lot. There is a lot of stories. And the reason I thought about ordering, just buying it, and then I thought, you know what? I'm not going to spend the money on that. I have plenty of books. I just don't have any G.K. Chesterton, even though I do like him. So I just decided that I was going to just go to the library and use the local library. So I have not, other than some short stories that I have here at home in my library. I like a lot of the books with just those short stories in there because it's something I can read at night. And however, I was really missing just going to the library and getting a book and just reading it through. So I got this, and I'm always amazed at how different the TV shows or the movies are compared to the original work of the original author. They do take a lot of liberties with the productions that you would not have found in the works of G.K. Chesterton. So anyway, I got that. I've been reading, I'm almost done with it actually. I have been reading it's a Michael Connelly, The Closers. This is a Bosch police detective novel. I like mysteries. Did you figure that out? I do. I had seen now the Bosch series is on some of the streaming channels, which cost. And I used to watch the Bosch when I had various channels like that, but I don't have those anymore. So, but I enjoy the actor Titus, I think his name is Titus Terwilliger, and he plays Bosch. But I had never read a Michael Connelly novel based on the character Bosch. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to grab one and read it. And this is large print. I've never gotten the large print books, and I thought, well, okay, why not? So The Closer, it has been very, very good. I am almost done with it. So isn't this cute? My older daughter, she has a laminator. She makes me bookmarkers, and it's cute. She puts them in my birthday card and whatever. It's pretty cute. So I'm almost done with it. It is very good. Michael Connelly, The Closers. It is a Bosch detective novel. So prior to that, I picked up John Grisham's Camino Winds, I think it is. And it was very good. I thought, when I first started reading it, I thought, and I had read John Grisham before, but I thought, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. It's a little different than some of his other novels. It's not so much the lawyerly end of it, but you know, John Grisham is a lawyer. So anyway, so I did read it. It was really good. Once I got into it, it was very good, and I enjoyed it. So that is, I and I do enjoy his writing, but this was a little bit different. It takes place in Florida during Hurricane Leo, and all kinds of things happen. So, including the main part, gist of it is that there is they think their friend was killed in the hurricane, but it ends up it was a murder instead. So they are just his friends, and so they're trying to get to the bottom of all this and do what they have to do to find justice for their friend. So, and also there's a book community or author community there in that particular area, and a close-knit community, and part of it takes place in a bookstore, and it was good. It was good. So it is John Grisham, Camino Wind, if you're interested in that. So I want to gotta have a sip. I wanted to tell you before we talk about anything else, I have been tracking, as some of you know, since May. I started tracking exactly what I spend on food. And so I have May, June, July, which I gave you a report on that. So now I want to let you know what I spent in August. The last week of August, I didn't do a grocery shop, as some of you know, and because I just really didn't feel like I needed anything. So I did not do a shop. My grocery total for August was $194. And some of that was, you always see my grocery hauls, but some of it is I counted because when I would be in Dollar General, for example, and I might spy something that I thought would be useful for my pantry or the freezer or whatever, I would pick it up. So I made sure to include those items in the grocery total as well, even though I may not have shown them to you. I just want you to know that those are included. So the grocery total for August was $194, and I round up always. The average per week spent was $48. Now, I don't think it seems to be pretty consistent. I don't know why, but in May I didn't figure up the total average per week. However, I did for June, and in June the average was $66 a week. In July it was $47.75. I don't know why I didn't round up there. Crazy me. And in August, of course, $48. So, and just for the fun of it, I'll let you know what I spent on gas. In July, I spent $46.52 on gas for my car. In August, the total spent on gas was $28. That's quite a bit less. But I don't go much. So now we are working on September. So $48 a week to feed one person and my little dog. I'm not unhappy with that. I think that's okay. I feel like that's good. So let me know what you think, because and share with us what do you spend? What do you think your average is that you spend on food? Just food a week, or however you want to average that out. So anyway, got it written down here in my little notebook. And so I don't think that's terrible. So what do you think about that? And you actually, because if I grocery shop that week, I show you what I shop for, which is usually Aldi, sometimes not, but when I show you what I shop for, and you know the kinds of things that I buy. So I honestly, I don't think that's really bad. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's pretty good. I wanted to mention to you about the September challenge, my personal challenge for September. I don't know. I just felt like I just needed to do something to liven myself up. You know, I don't want to get too droll. So that's why I gave myself a challenge. Some of you know that that's what I do. I periodically challenge myself in certain ways, and that gives me, it sparks my imagination, it keeps my mind active, and it challenges me to get out of the doldrums, to get away from the status quo, and go into something new and something different, and challenges my day-to-day life. So this is my September personal challenge. That's why I call it a personal challenge. If you guys get anything from it, or if you think you want to use it, or use it and modify it to suit you, go ahead. It is fun. It's fun to challenge yourself in various ways. So that's what I'm doing. Now, just to go over real quick, I'm doing the challenge in 5-day increments. I've got my guidelines here because it's good. I don't want to get off topic. I never do that anyway. But the weekly guidelines are in 5-day increments only, and the weekends are free if I choose to do that, which I choose. So I won't be tracking anything on the weekend. Now, what I have done, I have every single day since the first day of the challenge, which is this past Monday, every single day I have filmed what I'm eating. So not only am I tracking it on paper, I am tracking it on video for your benefit, so that you can see what I am eating on this fun challenge. Now, I established my own guidelines for the challenge, and my guidelines are that breakfast and lunch is repetitive. For each week, now next week will be a new week this coming Monday, and so each week I decide what I will eat each day, and then I repeat both meals for 5 days. And that's what I did this week. So you're going to see that in the compilation video on Monday. You're going to see exactly what I have eaten. So this is my 5th day, my last day to film, and I will give that to you on Monday so you can see. Now, my dinner each day is just, the criteria for that is just based on 3 components: a protein source, a starch source, and a vegetable source. So the vegetable is can be fresh, cooked, or both. Because, you know, I might want to have some green beans cooked and then maybe a nice little side salad on the side or whatever, or some cucumbers. So that gives lots of flexibility on dinner. And I have to tell you, I've been enjoying the heck out of it. I mean, the heck out of it. And I've been sticking to those 3 components. I haven't varied. Now, those 3 components, that might be in Let's say it could be in a casserole, could be in a soup, it could be in a skillet, one skillet dish. But it's possible to get all three of those components in that dish. Or you can have them in the traditional manner, just on your plate, separately on your plate. Now, for my breakfast this past week, I have had peanut butter toast every single day and an apple. I chose the apple because I had 6 apples left. As of today, I have 1 apple left. I'll probably eat that over the weekend. And some of you saw that I did do a shop. I showed you that on Wednesday, and I bought some mandarin oranges. So next week I will be eating the mandarin oranges. Now, so every day I had peanut butter toast and an apple. And I decided I did not make fruit as part of the criteria for breakfast, but I think I'm going to, because I enjoyed immensely having that apple with the peanut butter toast. It was filling, satisfying, delicious. The peanut butter toast can be a bit heavy, and the apple, the fresh apple, just cleanses the palate, and it just tasted good. So, and I was able to cycle through those apples, which I'd had for quite a while, and not waste them, because sometimes we tend to put stuff in the fridge and then we forget about it, and it's just not good to waste. So so for next week, I'm going to decide specifically what I want for breakfast and lunch. This past week, I have had bologna sandwich, half a sandwich with bologna and cheese, and a mug of soup. So I will be changing that up for this next week. So I want you to be sure and check out the video coming on Monday for this week to show you what I ate, and then I will be filming every day next week so that you guys will know, and then I'll just compile that together. I tried to make it as concise and short as possible. There was a couple of items I did actually show you how I cooked it for my supper meal. So just for your information. The dinner components, the 3 components for dinner, that's going to stay the same. That really works out very, very well. Now, I did put this meal tracking guidelines for you. I put it in the description box, and I put it in a pinned comment for you for this past Monday, so that you would know exactly what I'm up to. But the items do not include snacks, and if you want to have them, you can. I don't calorie count. I don't do any of those things. And I don't worry about foods being traditional for breakfast, or, traditional foods. It's what I decide to eat that week. Now, here's the peculiarity about it. And I'm going to make a note of this on my notebook. This is just for the fun of it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. I'm in the 5th day right now. And I've tracked everything that I ate, as well as did the video tracking for you too. So, and I put my weight at the top just out of curiosity. I don't care that much about my weight. As long as I stay below a certain threshold. I don't want to get near that, because I know that's a place where I feel bad. So I try to stay within a certain threshold, knowing that, I'm not camera ready. But, so down here, I'm going to make some comments about, just some notes about how I'm feeling about this, and how I felt every day having eaten this way. And then the next page, I'll do the same thing. I'll start with day 1 and carry on. Now, I noticed, this was the thing I noticed. After my 3 meals, and I'm eating them deliberately, by the way. Make sure I'm sitting at the table, eating, and paying attention to what I'm doing. I noticed I'm well satiated. I'm not hungry, and I don't get famished or feel like I want to snack or piece either between meals or at night. Snacking at night has always been a problem for me, and I haven't had that issue at all. I haven't felt the need. And also, something else strange, I usually feel a need to have something sweet after dinner, but I haven't felt like that. So I've just been eating 3 meals a day. So starting Monday, I'm thinking my breakfast is going to be an egg on toast, or maybe just an egg in a basket, and a mandarin, because they're small, mandarin orange, or 2. I'm thinking that might just be the breakfast. And lunch, I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between a couple of different things, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll have the weekend to figure that out. And then, of course, dinner, same as always: protein, starch, vegetables. So that's pretty much the way it is going. I'm very, very happy with the meals. I'm also very happy with the fact that I'm able to use up things that are in my pantry, and I haven't had any waste. And another thing I've noticed is I have not really been having to deal with leftovers. I started the week with some leftovers from when my daughter was here, and I consumed those, incorporated those in my meals, and but I haven't had to deal with leftovers, and that's really huge, because sometimes when you cook too much, or you have too much, or you don't eat certain things because, oh, I'm tired of that, and you end up with these leftovers that you have to deal with, and it really kind of becomes burdensome, because you don't want the guilt of tossing things, and or feeling like you're not grateful for what you have, because we're grateful, and we don't want to waste. That's what if you're here, you know what I'm talking about, not wanting to waste. So I realized I am not dealing with leftovers by eating this way. So now, I don't know about weight, if weight might be a positive side effect of eating this way. I have no idea. It may be positive, it may be negative, but I weighed myself this past Monday, and I'm going to weigh myself. I haven't been weighing myself very much at all since I had the shingles, but I did weigh myself this past Monday. I'm going to do it again on Monday, just for my own curiosity, and I will mark that as well. So I'm really enjoying this personal challenge. And I have had some awesome dinners. I think I've kind of surpassed myself, if that's possible. Is it possible? I don't know. Look at the bottom of my cup. I run some of these through the dishwasher, and they get this, I don't know. I guess it's from the washing stuff that you put in there. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for me today. I think I've covered all the nonsensical stuff that that probably means nothing to nobody. Okay? All right. I love you guys. You know I do. And as always, you know that little is much when God is in it. Okay? All right. Meet me in the comments. I'll meet you there. We'll talk about stuff. And don't forget, when you see a heart on your comment, you know I have read your comment. Even if you were trying to be mean to me. Which hasn't happened very often. Although I did get one. It says, that was a waste of my time. So I said, you know, thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Be careful out there. Oh well. Okay. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. And you talk to me. Okay. Let me know what you think. Love ya. Bye.